I've come to expect a great deal from you, lad, and you never once let me down. Yet, what I'd ask you to do now goes beyond aught I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Okay. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in a manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this isn't different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. Okay. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he can get, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. Suppose he reminds me of my younger self. Suffice to say, rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd say asking Gurnawida at the Aetherite. She was the last one to see him. Dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Gurnwinda. Gurnwinda. Greenweedy? Greenweedies. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever that it was that pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give him the cuff around the ear for me, will ya? Okay. Yup. Broke me legs. Woad Whisper Canyon. I think this is actually a pretty exciting story bit, if I recall. And about time. Frolicking through the countryside. I haven't seen another player in a while. Suppose I'm just the only one up this early. Aelimer. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't go no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready. But the others weren't so lucky. You gotta help them. Okay. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Remus. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope ye fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Hey, buddy. Seven might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than that conniving bastard's debt. To arms! Okay. Leather daddies. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provide us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the serpent reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable, honorless wretch. Your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. That guy's awfully smirky. Get rocked. Doink. The golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. That's right, I'm level 13. The might of which the world has nary seen. Howdy. The snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Oh, I'm having feelings. Those pirates do not belong to any known Lamenson factions. Whom then do they serve? The beast tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. Question is what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if that should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Soir foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of the Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see Aether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of the Charlian seem commonplace. Here you are. Have you come for the festivities? Today, the Maelstrom officially makes the Great Hole in the Sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Seasong Grotto, perhaps? And that's where I met her. What have we here? Can you walk? "'Tis I. Regrettably, no, he eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore." You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates cannot hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They're minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first, I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. Dare say Stalewern will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. We'll bear word to him of your preservation, but I'm certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Okay. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Ishtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the aether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owe you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would all be dead, and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhaps we shall have this chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. Bye, cat. Hello, water sprites. Do I have things I need to be hunting out here? I'm missing one thing. What is that? Megalo crabs. Oh, man. But they are in Middle Lanoska. Am I in Middle Lanoska? I feel like I am. That megalo crab over there? Kind of looks like one. While I'm in the neighborhood, get kicked right in your scrumples. Yay! 1,000,000 experience points. At least I remember the hunting log being kind of a big deal. Like, maybe it's not as good for leveling as doing your dailies. But still, pretty bad. Since the presence of a powerful mark. I don't see one. I see a mossless Gubu, who is now on the hunting list. Excuse me. Need to kill 4 mossless Gubus. Okay. I mean, I'll get him when I see him. Oop. Lo, I knew you'd return. You stole a delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back, too. A lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A thrall of the Sahagin, 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fishbacks flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, do you see? But the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Laminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when the captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off in the night and got myself a new name and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here. And word soon spread all the way back to sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for me mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last. Now you tried to give your life to spare theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that. I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments for me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There'll always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stalewern. Okay. I owe you a debt too, old. Not once have you let me down. Thank you, sir, for saving me, the men of my farm. Keep wanting to inject pirate talk in there. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Batter on what's happened, from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. He's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels, son. Okay. Stop my legs. Let's go for a chocobo ride, shall we? We've earned it. Gives me time to hydrate. We'll keep an eye out for mossy goobos along the way. There's one. Hard left. Alright, close enough. I see you. Kick him in the junk. Ugh. I like having my mitigation on the double tap R. Feels unnatural. Oh wait, what's this? Overpower. Oh, I've got an AoE now. I see. Another mossy goobo. Get him. I'll show you who's moss. Hit you with the AoE just to see. 19 damage. Yeah, it's not very much. But it looks like it would be good for a group of 2 or more. Alright, one more Goobo. Hey, it's one more Goobo. All right. Food. I could have been getting experience for all that. Goobo Fang. They didn't really look like they had fangs. Is the drowning wench this close? All right. Hey, I did the thing. Helped your friends with their stuff. Bloody hells. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But ye needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jackets, as hands out the punishment, is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to keel hauling. Kindly gent that he is. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see that he's treated fair. Now, it sounds to me like you've done everything old Stalwart asked of you, and more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. As for a reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How'd you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Venturing's a tiring business, after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly as so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bed for you, so make use of it. Now that you'll have much, and not that you'll have much time for lying around, what with the levies you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention? I'm putting your name down for levies. I'm not gonna do any of them. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give to Mockery a shout when you feel like making a few extra gil. You'll always have some task or other for you to do. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side near, unlike some pirates I could mention. I tell you, if it turns out that they had aught to do with them kidnappings, there'll be 7 L's to pay, proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to the right to right it. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. We did it. I now have access to recommendations. Cool, cool. Do 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 do.